It's pretty hard to argue with him because the address probably production doubled and then some.
Tony Beets, the legendary gold miner of the Yukon, just confirmed a discovery that is shaking the entire mining world. After decades of freezing rivers, dangerous lands, and massive machines, he uncovered something no one saw coming. What could this be? Could this change mining forever? Join us as we dive into Tony Beets' shocking find and how it changes everything. Gold Rush, mining in the spotlight. Gold Rush is a reality television show that started in 2010 on Discovery Channel. The series was designed to capture the excitement and danger of modern-day gold mining in the Yukon and Alaska. Unlike historical documentaries about gold rushes of the past, this show focuses on contemporary miners and the challenges they face while trying to extract gold from extremely harsh and remote environments. The early seasons featured a small group of miners highlighting their daily struggles, victories, and failures, as well as the human drama that naturally comes with working in high-risk conditions. The show follows these miners over the course of each season, showing viewers the planning, labor, and ingenuity required to survive and succeed in such unforgiving terrain. Each season presents a series of challenges, both environmental and financial, as crews compete for profits and survival. The show documents seasonal goals, conflicts among teams, and the constant pressure to produce gold to cover enormous expenses. Various gold mining techniques are featured, including dredges, sluice boxes, and claim staking. Dredges are floating machines that extract gold from riverbeds, while sluice boxes filter sediments to collect tiny gold particles. Claim staking involves identifying rich areas of land and securing mining rights, which requires both skill and careful planning. The seasonal format, combined with the reality television approach, gives viewers a comprehensive look at the complexity, danger, and excitement of modern gold mining. Tony Beets joined the show in the early seasons and quickly became one of its most prominent and memorable figures. His crew operates some of the largest and most powerful dredges in the Yukon. Tony's mining operations are unique because of his ability to combine traditional methods with modern machinery, always looking for ways to maximize efficiency. He is also known for his fearless approach to risk, often taking on dangerous claims and working in conditions that other miners might avoid. These appearances reinforced his reputation as both a skilled operator and a bold, unflinching personality. Mining in the Yukon is not for the faint-hearted. Temperatures can drop to extreme lows. Rivers can flood suddenly, and avalanches can occur without warning. Equipment is massive, complex, and dangerous, requiring skill and careful attention to operate safely. Financial stakes are equally high. Each claim requires millions of dollars in investment, and the potential gold payout can be enormous, but never guaranteed. Tony Beets' approach to these conditions sets him apart. He works efficiently, anticipates problems, and is willing to take calculated risks that others might avoid. The public perception of gold mining changed because of Gold Rush, and Tony Beets was a key part of that transformation. Viewers became fascinated with the technical aspects of mining and the human drama behind the scenes. His recent discovery adds an entirely new layer to this narrative. Even seasoned miners are astonished, and the industry may never see anything like it again. What exactly is this discovery, and why has it drawn so much attention? The discovery that changes everything. Tony Beets works in the Yukon, Canada, operating large gold mining equipment. He has spent decades in harsh conditions, including freezing temperatures, snow, and ice. His work includes running massive gold dredges, sluice boxes, and other machinery to extract gold from riverbeds and claims. Mining in this environment is difficult because equipment can fail, water levels can rise, and soil conditions can change quickly. Beets' experience allows him to work safely and efficiently, managing risks that would stop many miners. His crew follows strict routines, and every day requires careful monitoring of machinery and gold extraction processes. The recent discovery occurred during routine mining on one of his claims. While moving sediment through sluice boxes, the team noticed unusually large amounts of gold. The gold was concentrated in a specific layer of sediment, larger and more consistent than other areas they had mined. The nuggets were also of high purity, making them particularly valuable. Early estimates suggested the deposit could contain several $1 million worth of gold. The combination of size, quality, and concentration made the discovery rare and significant in modern mining operations. To confirm the discovery, Tony and his crew collected samples and conducted tests using specialized equipment. Sediment samples were analyzed for gold content, and the geological formations were studied to understand the extent of the deposit. Experts, including geologists, were consulted to verify the size and quality of the find. Their analysis confirmed that this deposit was unusually dense and continuous, unlike many other claims in the Yukon, which often produce scattered gold that is harder to extract efficiently. This made the discovery not only valuable, but also easier to mine over time. The reactions from the crew were immediate. Everyone recognized that the find was exceptional. Experienced miners were impressed by the concentration and purity of the gold. Experts outside the crew confirmed that deposits like this are very rare in the region. The discovery required careful planning to ensure safe and effective extraction. Each step, from dredging to processing, needed to be managed to protect both the crew and the investment in equipment. The operation had to balance speed and efficiency with safety and precision. This discovery is life-changing for Tony Beets. Professionally, it strengthens his reputation as one of the most skilled miners in the Yukon. Financially, the deposit could generate one of the largest gold yields in recent years, securing his operations for the future. The find also draws attention from other miners and companies in the region, highlighting potential opportunities for further exploration. Even after decades of working in the Yukon, the region still holds opportunities for major finds. The impact of this discovery extends beyond Tony's personal and professional life. It may influence mining strategies, investment decisions, and claims in the Yukon. Tony's team is focused on extraction, but industry experts are already analyzing how this deposit could affect the wider gold mining community. So, what effect will this discovery have on the public and media, and how will other miners respond? The aftermath and public reaction. The discovery by Tony Beets quickly gained attention from the media, and the public news outlets reported on the find as one of the most significant gold discoveries in recent years. Social media posts and videos of his operations circulated widely. Fans of Gold Rush were particularly interested, noting Tony's skill and experience. Mining communities also responded with curiosity and excitement. Many people were surprised by the size and purity of the gold. Videos showing the dredges, the crew, and the gold-rich sediment attracted thousands of viewers, generating widespread attention. Industry reactions were diverse. Fellow miners recognized the rarity and significance of the find. Some expressed support and admiration for Tony's skill and the quality of the deposit. Others were cautious, considering how such a discovery could affect claims, regulations, and competition in the Yukon. Mining experts analyzed the deposit's geology, sediment layers, and extraction potential. Online forums and discussion groups debated the implications, including how the find might influence future mining strategies or inspire new investment in the region. Tony Beets reflected on the discovery with a practical perspective. He recognized its value for his operations and the potential benefits for his family. The find validated decades of experience, hard work, and careful planning. At the same time, it brought new challenges. Protecting the deposit, managing extraction safely, and complying with regulations required careful attention. The discovery increased operational responsibilities and drew more attention from media and the public. Tony had to balance extraction with security and planning for sustainable mining practices. The public reaction also had broader consequences. Fans, journalists, and investors closely followed updates from Tony's crew. The discovery inspired interest in gold mining and demonstrated that significant deposits still exist in well-known regions. It raised questions about other possible locations in the Yukon that might contain undiscovered gold. Mining companies monitored the situation, considering whether to explore nearby areas or adjust their own operations. The discovery set a new standard for gold concentration and efficiency in modern mining. Changes and challenges after the discovery. Tony Beets' recent discovery has not only affected his operations, but also introduced new challenges and changes in the Yukon mining environment. After confirming the large and high-quality gold deposit, his team had to adjust their daily routines, equipment management, and planning. The size and concentration of the gold required careful handling to maximize efficiency while minimizing risks. Operations had to expand in both scope and scale. Additional crew members were required and machinery had to be upgraded to handle the increased load of sediment and gold. These adjustments created both opportunities and challenges for Tony and his team. One of the most significant changes was in resource management. Extracting large quantities of high-quality gold demands precise coordination. Fuel, maintenance, and spare parts became critical concerns because downtime could reduce overall production and affect profits. Safety measures also had to increase. Working in extreme cold and handling heavy machinery already carried inherent risks, but the discovery made it even more important to monitor every process closely. Crew members had to follow strict protocol, and Tony's leadership ensured that efficiency was balanced with safety. The discovery also affected planning and strategy. The location of the deposit meant that Tony's team had to adjust dredge positions, sediment flow, and extraction methods. Geologists and mining experts were consulted to optimize extraction. Planning also included forecasting potential environmental impact and adhering to mining regulations. These strategic decisions were necessary to protect the deposit, maintain sustainable operations, and comply with government requirements. Every step needed careful evaluation to ensure long-term success and stability. Financially, the discovery introduced both benefits and responsibility. A deposit of this magnitude has the potential to generate millions of dollars in revenue. This allowed Tony to consider investments in new equipment, better technology, and expansion into additional claims. At the same time, managing these resources required careful budgeting and planning. Unexpected costs could arise from maintenance, staffing, or regulatory compliance. The discovery therefore required not only technical expertise but also strong business management skills. Tony's ability to combine both is a key factor in his success. The discovery also influenced the wider Yukon mining community. Other miners observed Tony's methods and results, which could inspire new techniques or more efficient approaches to mining. Mining companies and investors monitored the situation closely, considering potential partnerships, claims, or expansion. Discussions in mining forums and industry meetings highlighted the significance of the find. The discovery reinforced the idea that even well-known areas could still hold significant resources, encouraging exploration and investment. This has the potential to affect the local economy and create employment opportunities in the region. Tony's personal and professional adjustments also included public attention. Media and fans continue to follow updates, making transparency and communication important. While the discovery brought recognition and validation for his decades of work, it also increased scrutiny. Tony and his team needed to manage both operational priorities and public interest carefully. Balancing these elements required organization, discipline, and focus. The discovery has also prompted consideration of future projects. Tony is evaluating other potential claims, looking for areas with similar geological characteristics. Expansion into new regions, improvements in technology, and advanced extraction methods are all possibility. Tony's experience positions him to navigate these changes effectively, making the most of the opportunities presented by the discovery. The challenges and changes following the discovery have made it clear that mining is as much about planning and management as it is about physical labor. The find has already changed perceptions of what is possible in Yukon mining. How will other miners respond, and what long-term impact will this discovery have on Tony's operations and the gold mining industry? The future of Yukon gold mining. Tony Beets' career spans decades, making him one of the most respected and influential gold miners in the Yukon, Canada. From his early years as a young miner, learning techniques and facing harsh conditions, he developed the skills and experience that allowed him to operate some of the largest and most complex gold dredges in the region. Over the years, he has faced extreme weather, equipment failures, and unpredictable mining conditions. Despite these challenges, he consistently demonstrated persistence, skill, and innovative thinking, earning a reputation as a fearless and highly effective miner. His career is marked by a combination of hard work, intelligence, and careful planning, which has allowed him to survive and succeed in one of the toughest industries in the world. The recent discovery of a highly concentrated gold deposit adds a significant milestone to Tony's career. For Tony, it is not only a financial success but also a personal achievement, validating decades of effort and perseverance. His career shows that long-term success in gold mining requires more than just luck. It requires commitment, careful analysis, and the courage to work in extreme environments. There are several important lessons that can be learned from Tony Beets' experience. First, persistence and patience are essential in mining. Success does not come immediately, and miners must be prepared for setbacks and challenges. Second, skill and intuition play a critical role. Understanding the land, sediment layers, and machinery operations is vital to making informed decisions. Third, innovation and adaptation are necessary for long-term achievement. Tony has improved machinery, modified dredges, and developed methods that increase efficiency and safety. Finally, teamwork and leadership are essential. Tony's ability to manage a crew, coordinate operations, and maintain high standards is a key factor in his success. These lessons are relevant not only to gold mining but to any field where risk, skill, and persistence intersect. The impact of Tony's discovery on the Yukon mining industry is substantial. Other miners and companies are likely to analyze the geological features of his claim and explore similar areas. The discovery highlights the potential for untapped resources even in regions that are considered well explored. Mining operations may adopt new techniques or technologies inspired by Tony's methods. Additionally, the discovery draws attention to the economic potential of gold mining in the Yukon, encouraging investment, employment, and regional development. The presence of large, high-quality deposits can influence local infrastructure, business opportunities, and community growth, making the region more attractive for future mining projects. Tony Beets' influence extends beyond operations and economic. He has become a figure who inspires aspiring miners and those interested in gold mining. The recent discovery reinforces this message, showing that experience and attention to detail can uncover opportunities that others might overlook. Public interest in modern gold mining has also increased because of Tony's work, bridging the gap between industrial operations and popular culture through television shows, media coverage, and online platforms. But even with all of these, questions on who Tony Beets really is still remains. Before we conclude, let's take a brief look at who it is beyond the spotlight. Tony Beets, the Yukon legend. Tony Beets is one of the most well-known and respected gold miners in the Yukon, Canada. Born in the Netherlands, he moved to Canada in the 1970s and gradually built a reputation as a fearless and relentless miner. Over the decades, he has become a central figure in the modern gold mining community, not only because of the sheer size of his operations, but also due to his reputation for toughness and determination. Tony is recognized for his no-nonsense approach, taking on some of the most dangerous and challenging gold claims in the harsh Yukon wilderness. His work ethic is legendary, often spending long hours in extreme weather, operating massive machinery, and supervising crews in difficult and unpredictable conditions. Tony Beets is especially known for his large gold dredges, massive floating platforms that extract gold from riverbeds with incredible efficiency. These dredges are technically complex and require precise operation, yet Tony has mastered them and even modified them for better performance. Over the years, he has faced numerous challenges that would have defeated less experienced miners. Avalanches, freezing temperatures, broken equipment, and flooded claims are just a few of the dangers he has managed successfully. Despite the risks, he continues to mine tirelessly, earning respect from peers and admiration from fans of gold mining around the world. Outside of mining, Tony Beets is a man of simple pleasures. He values his family life and often speaks about the importance of supporting his children and spouse. He does not shy away from conflict and has had rivalries with other miners who challenged his operations or methods. These conflicts, however, have only strengthened his reputation as a skilled, determined, and intelligent operator who can navigate both the physical and social challenges of gold mining. Tony Beets became widely recognized beyond the mining community through his appearances on Gold Rush, a popular reality television show on Discovery Channel. The show brought his work, methods, and personality into the homes of millions of viewers, introducing a broader audience to the harsh realities of modern gold mining. His early appearances demonstrated both his impressive technical skills and his blunt, fearless personality, which quickly made him a memorable figure on the series. Fans admired his ability to stay calm under pressure, manage dangerous situations, and extract gold from even the most difficult claims. Looking forward, Tony Beets' discovery sets a precedent for what is possible in modern gold mining. It encourages innovation, careful exploration, and continuous learning. It also highlights the importance of sustainable and safe practices, as extracting such a valuable deposit requires careful management of resources, equipment, and environmental considerations. The discovery may also influence government regulations and industry standards, ensuring that mining continues responsibly while maximizing potential gains. Even with all the attention, pressure, and excitement surrounding this powerful discovery, Tony Beets' true strength remains the same. His legacy is not only in the size of the gold he finds, but in his courage, discipline, and relentless drive. This discovery may change the future of mining, but it does not change who he is. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, and also click the next video shown on your screen.